You spot someone you want to talk to, and right before you step forward, your brain hits pause. In that split second, your mind scripts the entire interaction. You worry about what happens if you say hi, and the conversation immediately hits a wall of awkward silence, or if they judge you for being intrusive. You stand there, calculating variables until the moment passes. You walk away in silence, only to spend the trip home wishing you had just spoken up. Waiting for a flawless opening line is a trap. We often convince ourselves that it is safer to keep quiet until the absolute perfect topic appears. But those people who effortlessly navigate a room are simply relying on repetitions and past missteps. They have traded the search for perfection for the data of real experience. Communication functions like a mechanical skill. You learn it through trial and error, and it begins to work the moment you stop trying to follow a script. The moment you notice an opportunity to speak, start a timer. You have exactly 5 seconds to act. Moving within this window prevents your brain from generating excuses. You have to speak before the mental defense mechanisms finish rendering. Simple greetings like hello or how's it going are the most effective way to start. You don't need a clever hook to break the initial silence. If you need an immediate prompt, look at your physical surroundings. Comment on a heavy textbook, the crowded room, or the weather to ground the interaction in a shared reality. The opening line carries a single responsibility, shattering the initial inertia so the gears can start turning. Once the exchange begins, you need fuel. Simple, open-ended questions work best because most people naturally enjoy talking about themselves. Flat one-word answers act as a brick wall in the middle of a conversation. A simple yes or no forces the momentum to a dead stop. A yes stops the flow, but adding a detail, like a movie you watched, creates multiple paths. Offering personal vulnerability, like admitting confusion on a project, lowers the other person's guard. We connect through emotional reactions to facts, not just facts. Sustaining dialogue is a matter of supplying enough conversational hooks to make the other person feel comfortable participating. Real-world conversations involve moments of total silence. Unlike a movie scene, these pauses are a normal part of the rhythm. Your brain tends to hit a panic button during these lulls, incorrectly viewing a 5-second silence as a sign that the interaction is over. A gentle pivot restarts the momentum. Ask a completely unrelated question, like whether they caught last night's game, to reset the interaction. True conversational endurance comes from sitting with that friction and steering through it, rather than seeking an exit. Overcome the freeze in 5 seconds. Fuel the exchange with simple questions, and steer through the inevitable silences. Taking action creates the experience required to generate confidence. Starting the conversation builds the skill, not the reverse. The pressure drops when you realize the objective is simply to be an authentic participant, not a perfect speaker. Treat this like a mechanical process. Start a micro-conversation with 1 person today, then scale to 2 tomorrow. By focusing on these simple mechanics over the pursuit of a perfect script, the invisible barrier to connection effectively disappears.